Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. What am I wearing? I am wearing a fabulous Reese combination. I love it so much. This is a scarf underneath because it's a bit chilly. We're in October now. And it's a gorgeous silk dress. It has its little belt. And it works. I love it. And I thought, why not? You know, the kind of autumn colors. So why are we here? I'll tell you why we're here. There has been a video circulating of a woman who comes into her home and finds the house completely destroyed. I think I saw the video earlier this year, late last year, but it's circulating again, and you guys sent it to me, Fumi Nation that is. And apparently I think her son must be a teenager, or is it 12-year-old son or 17-year-old son, I can't remember, correct me down in the comments. She took his iPad away from him, his iPad or his phone, again correct me in the comments, and he destroyed the house. Completely destroyed the house, even destroyed her work computer, even the toilet seat he broke.
Thank you.
When I saw it, it was very disturbing for me, and it was sad because you could hear her crying as she took the video of the flat, and they will have to move somewhere else. I saw a court, so I'm under the impression that she has a younger child. I don't know whether she's married. I don't know whether she's a single mom. None of that information was given to us. It just showed what her son had done to the flat. I also don't know if this is the first, second, third, fourth time that he has done something like this. I also don't know whether this child has special needs. We didn't get the whole story. It wasn't enough. They just showed the destruction of the place. We don't know where he is, whether he ran away, whether he's with another family, whether he was even with her, you know, maybe outside of the flat, and she was just showing us what he had done. But she was crying out for help, that is for sure. I say all of that because if he's of special needs, it's a completely different situation altogether, and perhaps this is a time where she really has to look to adult housing. The boy is very strong, and there's no way she can control him, and she cannot live in fear of her own son. She also has a right to discipline him, and if he's not doing his homework, she has the right to take away his phone or his iPad. It becomes very blurry when you as a parent are not able to have your household in order, especially when you have a younger child. It poses a sense of danger, and it's also sad for her. She's crying at the destruction of the house, and she's crying at the destruction of what her son did, and perhaps she cannot or does not necessarily want to call the police because that's your son. So you're caught between a rock and a hard place. She will have to maybe look for adult housing, look for counseling, look for male figures in his life that can talk to him. Maybe they've talked to him already. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But it goes to show that she cannot continue to live like this. Maybe even live with him. I'm a mother. I have a son. And so I empathize. Because as all parents do, when your child does something you don't like, we go right back to when they were born. When they were small, when they were innocent, when they were sweet, when they were loving, when you could really control them. And you can't control them after a certain stage. You just cannot. And that's sad because you want to live with them. You want them to do well. You hope you have done your best with them, with what you had. And it's heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking. It's very sad. And there's anger there because that's a lot of money that she will have to now put in to repair all of this or even find another place. And anger. There's anger. There's resentment also. You feel that your child could be selfish, ungrateful. All of those things should be justified if it was just that. We don't know the whole story. And it's to really wish her well. I was so shocked and I was really sad to see the place in that condition. And then I was shocked that it was a child that did that. These iPhones with children is something else. They are addicted and they will not peel their eyes off of it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And you see kids, you hear these stories all the time in schools where teachers take away their iPads and everything or their iPhones and they completely get unhinged. It's dangerous almost. And I don't have any good advice to tell you what to do, with your own child. You have to truly figure that out for yourself. But I have seen how they can become so addicted with these gadgets. And I empathize. I give Adrian an hour. Adrian, this is your hour. That's it. But Adrian's only 7. So what happens when he's 17? What happens when he's 12? Adrian will be a tall boy. And I will have to, constantly talk to him and raise him with a lot of support. So you never know. It is really a tough one. Some people will say, you know what, you give him a good beating. That's if you can. If he's 12, some 12-year-olds are big boys. You don't want to be knocked out because the surprise just might be on you. It's easy to say, you know what, back in the day, they would have dealt with me, but I'm a girl. It's not like I'm a guy and then my mom is coming to come and try and knock me out. That just might not go down well at any stage. I've seen it. The respect we had for our parents back in the day was intense. Looking back, you wouldn't have dared. But then again, we didn't have gadgets. We didn't have social media. It was a different time. Who's to say? It was just a different time. But I know in whatever state and mind I was in, I dared not. I dared not even look at my mom and dad up and down like this. I'll be dealt with. Let's just say that. And I don't think that that would work, as well as gentle parenting. I think there has to be a medium. And you just have to set boundaries. That's it. So again, very sad. Really, really sad. Really, really sad for her. Because your children should love and respect you and support you. as you support them. But that's not the case all the time. And it's unfortunate. So I say to the kids that are watching, love your parents, respect your parents. Your parents love you. And they were young once upon a time too. And they do a lot for you that you have no idea. There are a lot of sacrifices. Parenthood is not a joke. It's not easy. And they're raising you, and they want you to be happy, and they want you to be the absolute best. And if they tell you that you cannot do something right now, it's not because they're being mean. It's not because they don't want you to have a good time. But you have to learn structure. You have to learn discipline. And all of those skill sets you're going to take with you when you go to college, when you get your job, when you're trying to get a promotion, when you're trying to build your own companies. It starts from the home. So respect your parents when they tell you no, when they tell you go and clean up your room, when they tell you that you have to earn some money. They are just preparing you for what has been set out for you in this wicked, cruel world that will not care for you the way that they care for you every day. Step and repeat. Every day? Absolutely not. There's nobody that will care for your parents, that will feed you, that will clothe you, that will make sure you get all of your school supplies, drop you at school before they go to work, and make excuses to their boss because you were dilly-dallying at home, because you didn't want to go to school, because you were upset. It's endless. It is absolutely what? It is absolutely endless. So take it in good faith. Take it in good faith and say, yes, mom, yes, daddy. And if you don't like it, then you have to move out and find somewhere where you can live, where you can pay the rent, where you can buy the food, cook the food, where you can buy your clothes, where you can take care of all the financial responsibilities in the house, including your phone and iPad, because that's a bill in itself. Oh yes, the phone bills, oh, it does come every calendar month, every 31 days. Yes, it does. Plus the electricity, plus the utilities, plus you need to have your transport. All of those, you can take care of that for yourself. Then when you realize what your parents are doing for you, then it's a very easy trade. You know what? Go to bed. You got to wake up in the morning because all of us have got to go. She's got one car. She's paying for the gas. She's got to work because she pays the bills of the house. My darling, beautiful parents, as you know, it's hard out here in these streets. And sometimes you got to meet the kids halfway. Not because you are giving them power or whatever. No, just sometimes just let them have a little bit of time for themselves, an extra 30 minutes, because children are still trying to develop. They do not have the frontal lobe developed until 25. So their reasoning sometimes can be unreasonable. How about that? We have to have some patience. We have to have the time when, like, you know what? And you just walk away. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. And you are doing a good job. I also know that some parents sometimes, you know, you just abuse your children. I know some that do. You're constantly shouting at them. You're constantly using names at them. You don't talk with them. You don't laugh with them. You don't ask them what they did in their day. You're constantly stressed, so you put the stress out on them. So they're angry and they're hostile and they hold resentment. And so they find other outlets to keep them company or comfort them. And so sometimes you need to have a check-in. Check in with yourself and check in with the household before you go off. And maybe you will find a medium. That's all I gotta say. Darlings, I am going to be the host at the African Fashion Awards on the 25th, not too long now, of this month. It's going to be fabulous. The link is below, the tickets are below, and hopefully I'll see you there. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. Yes, I do. Look, back up. Have you noticed that I refuse to give any of this away? It's always sold out. Always what? It's always sold out. So, guys, what do I think about our slippery lime shampoo? Let me show you something. And for the benefit of other shampoo products, I covered them. I had to do this test because I needed to prove a point, and I don't want to bring up any other product or brand, but these are other shampoos that I've had. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to take them out one by one. Let me put my slippery slime here. I'm going to bring it out one by one, and I'm going to pour it out for you to see. Yeah, look at the consistency. Look at the consistency. Okay, that is one. Look at the consistency of this one. Okay. Look at the consistency of this. Oh God. Look at the consistency of this. Look at the consistency of slippery slime shampoo by Healthy Hair Studio, created by a trichologist called ENITAN. It's a beast. It won't even. Just look. If you are asking me, Fumi, a slippery lime shampoo, Healthy Hair Studio, created by trichologist ENITAN, is it FDV approved? It is absolutely FDV approved. It is absolutely FDV approved. Go right ahead and use my discount code Fumi and get you